Welcome to Fallout 4 and welcome to how to play Fallout 4 as the Enclave. The Enclave isn't actually a faction in this game, but we're just going to pretend like it is. Now, what you really want to do for this character is get all of the Enclave gear that is you are forced to download as soon as you get the next-gen update. In doing so, you can get the Hellfire Power Armor, the XO2 Power Armor, the Colonel outfit, and with every enemy you kill during the Enclave missions, you can get some Enclave combat armor. That if you don't like the XO2 or the Hellfire for some reason, you can go ahead and use the Captain Cosmo power armor as well, as it also comes with an Enclave paint. Now on the Hellfire and on the XO2 power armor, you can see the Enclave logo on their chest and on their shoulders. On the XO2 suit, you can actually switch the Enclave logo for the Enclave flag. A very nice detail. Then of course your main weaponry is the Tesla cannon, the incinerator, the plasma pistol, and the plasma rifle. The Tesla cannon and the incinerator are granted to you via completing the Enclave missions that you are once again forced to download via the Creation Club, meaning if you're on PlayStation and the 0 kilobyte glitch wasn't fixed, you are now royally fucked. Now for this next segment, I am very much aware I spelt special wrong. Now pretend luck is agility and agility is luck. You want agility 3 and luck 5, not the other way around. Your starting special for this build will be Strength 1, Perception 4, Endurance 3, Charisma 6, Intelligence 6, Luck 3, and Agility 5. Now, Strength is a little low, obviously, which is why you're going to pump levels into it until you reach Big Gunners. Your main perks as the Enclave are going to be Heavy Gunner, Science, Gun Nut, Rifleman, Commando, and Gunslinger. If you're a Super Sledge loving motherfucker, go for Big Leagues as well. You're also going to need Armor for your Power Armor. The rest of your stats you can go ahead and put into anything you want, and with Commando and Rifleman, you can go ahead and choose either or if you want automatic or non-automatic. Now, how does one play as the Enclave in a game where the Enclave isn't a selectable faction? Simple. Join the MinuteMen. That's right. If you join the MinuteMen, the general armor has a star on it. You could pretend that is an Enclave star. If you don't want to use the general armor, just go ahead and use your combat armor with the Enclave paint. You can also use the Trans Dogifier Creation Club add-on to turn Dogmeat the colors of the original Dogmeat. All you really need to turn the MinuteMen into the Enclave is armor with the Enclave logo, which you get plenty of by killing the enemies during the Enclave missions. Now that you've joined the Enclave, how do you play out the story? Well, just play as the MinuteMen, but when it comes to the rest of the factions, use the Railroad to destroy the Brotherhood, use the Institute to destroy the Railroad, and then use the MinuteMen to destroy the Institute. If you really want your Enclave power to be known, you're going to want to take out all three factions. For a game that doesn't actually have the Enclave in them or involved with the story in any way, you can relatively join the Enclave. You can really just join anyone. This doesn't go for just the Enclave. For any faction you want to join that isn't actually in the game, go ahead and play with the MinuteMen. Dress up your settlers to match whatever faction that is, whether it be the Legion, the NCR, the Raiders, who cares? Just use your imagination and turn the MinuteMen into whatever faction you want to play as. And in doing so, you also choose what factions you want to leave alive by the end of this game. Now, the reason you wouldn't just join the Brotherhood like everybody normally does is because the Brotherhood is the Enclave's mortal enemy. And for lore reasons, the Railroad and the Institute would also be mortal enemies of the Enclave, because the Enclave would want to take control of whatever power they have, the other factions, I mean, and assert themselves as the most dominant faction in all of the Commonwealth. That's what you want to do. Because playing as the Minutemen, you can destroy every other faction and assert your dominance over the Commonwealth. The best settlement locations for the Enclave, in my personal opinion, are Starlight Drive-In, due to its size, Vault 88, because for all intensive purposes, the Enclave and Vault-Tec are one and the same. Another good location is Boston Airport, because that place is where the Brotherhood is going to be destroyed at. After you destroyed the Brotherhood, you took control of Boston Airport, and you have now set up your own camp there. You could even pretend you're using the Boston Airport as a way to take out any returning Brotherhood members who may have been out on a mission and didn't hear of the Pridwin's destruction. The best companions to pretend that you are the Enclave, the best four, in my opinion, are Piper, Codsworth, Preston, and Ada. Because if you turn Codsworth into a Mr. Gutsy and then Ada into a Sentry Bot, you are basically in possession of Enclave robots. You're also going to want to set up iBots at your settlements, because the Enclave is famous for having iBots. So the more you have scavenging for loot for you, the more it looks like you have iBots just flying around your settlement. The final, most important part of your cosplaying of the Enclave is actually one of the missions you are forced to download via the Creation Club, and that is this mission right here, Speak of the Devil. At the end of this mission, you will not only get an Exo-2 power armor suit, but you also have the option to either A, destroy the Enclave radio signal forever, or B, restore it to its former glory, in which case the Enclave radio signal will be available in your radio section, and you will be able to listen to it any time you want, with all of the classics that played in Fallout 3. Although President Eden no longer gives his speeches, seeing as he is canonically dead. 2 extra little details you could do to better your Enclave experience. Get the customized vault suits, either mod or Creation Club content, and make a black vault suit with 31 on the back. Not only is it a reference to the show, but Vault 31 is all of the pre-war heads of the Enclave and Vault-Tec, who once again are basically one and the same. Reason it's black is because, well, Enclave is black and white, so it matches the rest of your armor. In your character's name, either put President, Officer, Colonel, or Cabinet, with an E in parentheses, I think that's what those are called, right in the middle, and then your character's actual name. I put Cabinet E. Lilly. Cabinet Lilly, because Cabinet is the highest rank you can achieve other than President in the Enclave ranks. The E is there just to show it's the Enclave. For my Brotherhood character, I have Sentinel, Brotherhood of Steel, as in BOS, Piranha. It's just a nice way to both organize your characters and give them their backstory. When starting the Enclave missions and collecting all your new precious loot and gear, do make sure that you don't go immediately. Now, the easiest Enclave armor to get is the Hellfire Power armor that you can get from the Pyromaniac quest, where all you have to do is go kill Pyro, who is wearing a full suit of Hellfire Power armor and has an incinerator, and he also has 2 other raiders with him. I think they might actually be forged. Pyro is located right here, and although you can't see it, it is right next to Saugus Ironworks, where you can also go get a secondary incinerator, and thanks to the quest that gives you the incinerator, you can also get Raider Power Armor with a brand new modification to the legs that makes you immune to fire damage. It unfortunately only goes to Raider Power Armor legs, which means it's basically worthless unless you want to use the Raider power armor. Legs. Nearby are Slog, Greentop Nursery, Slocum Joe's Corporate HQ. It's also directly above County Crossing. And although I don't have the Autonomatron DLC started yet on my Enclave character, when I eventually do, I'm actually going to make a Robo-Brain named John Henry Eden, so I can pretend like the President is helping me on my journey as we go to slay all of the ghouls, ferals, and mutated motherfuckers all across the Commonwealth, the Capital Wasteland, and the Mojave. I think I just broke my phone. It appears to be intact.